More and more people are using stable coins, which have the potential to increase the amount of tokenized currencies that are used on the blockchain. It is anticipated that this trend will continue. It is anticipated that the number and value of these tokenized dollars on the chain would rise, potentially flooding the whole cryptocurrency market with billions of dollars. It is anticipated that this will occur. In a recent statement, Bitwise's chief information officer said that U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Barrow wants to maintain the U.S. as the world's leading reserve currency. The usage of stable currencies was the subject of this statement. The current situation of the cryptocurrency market shouldn't come as a surprise, since stable coins are creating new opportunities. This is due to the fact that there's an equal amount of money associated with tokenization for every dollar that is associated with stable currencies. According to Ripple's prediction, this tendency would start to appear in 2022. In terms of stablecoin efforts and use cases, stablecoins were already generating $1 trillion in TR volume per month. Right now, the best ledger to access is the Reps ledger. It does this because it keeps track of every transaction. The demand for stable currencies is growing rapidly, and billions of dollars worth of investments are currently linked to a number of stable coins. The first 5 stable coins, which alone are worth billions of dollars, are linked to PayPal 790 and almost 791 million. The first 5 stable coins are connected to these coins. The USD may rank among the top 5 currencies by the end of this year, but is probably going to stay in that role. The overall amount linked to stable currencies is about $235 billion, and by the end of the year, it is expected that this amount would have more than quadrupled. For a variety of purposes, such as transmitting and receiving money, commodities, and services, people are embracing stable currencies. This category's use cases are growing at an exponential rate. For sending and receiving money, stable currencies are very helpful. A recent report by Bloomberg Crypto discussed World Liberty Financial's plan to produce a stablecoin that seems to be a rival to the U.S. Department of the Treasury. The public was informed of this idea. Given the heightened support for stable currency legislation from both the Democratic and Republican parties, it is expected that this initiative would encounter fierce market rivalry. Give a succinct overview. As money and dollar circulation continue to evolve, stable currencies are gaining more and more attention and will continue to expand their influence inside the cryptocurrency space. It's also possible that other businesses like Circle and World Liberty Financial will start to compete more in the industry. One might anticipate more competition of this kind. $1 is a stable coin that was previously introduced by World Liberty Financial. This coin's whole value is supported by US dollar deposits, short-term treasuries issued by US government, and other cash equivalents. $1 will be the value of the stable currency that will be issued on the Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain blockchain. Furthermore, $1 will be the value of the stable currency. As part of a plan to accelerate measures that involve the use of stable currencies, this announcement aims to preserve the US dollar's dominance on a worldwide basis. An excellent illustration of a method similar to this one that is not Bitcoin is Fidelity, an asset management firm with a $16 trillion total worth. However, Trump's strategy for the Bitcoin industry centers on the dollar. Himto is using stable coins to ensure that the US dollar will remain the most valuable currency and to maintain demand for US debt. In a world where Tether's intervention almost made China the primary debtor instead of the US, the remarkable action was crucial in laying the foundation for the regulation of forced coins. The unit at States used a cryptocurrency called Tether Trump and Bitcoin both gain from this stance, which also strengthens the US dollar standing as a worldwide reserve. This position is advantageous to all parties and reduces reliance on foreign loan buyers. Furthermore, Bitwide, which is overseen by Fidelity and has $16 trillion in assets under management, is creating a cryptocurrency stablecoin called RAC. Bitwide is also an asset management company that oversees assets valued at $16 trillion. Furthermore, the dominance of the United States in the financial sector is the subject of the global stablecoin RAC. It's also about cryptocurrency, which is another factor. It is envisaged that World Liberty Financial's introduction of the US dollar will expedite the legislative procedure that encourages steady coin growth and effort. This attempt came as a complete surprise. Furthermore, it is anticipated that the release of new stablecoins would result in a notable increase in the value of the US dollar. There has been an increase in the value of the US dollar over the past day. Introduction and expansion of Ostabel coin. It has caused the value of one US dollar to rise significantly. This data highlights the importance of preserving the US dollar's dominance in the market and is evidence of the growing interest in digital currencies. In actuality, this illustrates the rising need for virtual currencies. The market capitalization of stable currencies has rapidly increased, and as a result, several stablecoins such XRP Ledger, Ethereum, and BNB have gained substantial value. There are no indications that this expansion will slow down. Therefore, investors should keep an eye on this trend to maximize their investment returns. One well-known stablecoin owner, Ripple, has expressed interest in stable currencies. The current market value of stable currencies is $235 billion, a notable increase from the $220 billion stablecoin market capitalization in March. It is anticipated that rules pertaining to stable coins would accelerate competition for stable coins in the United States. This amounts to a substantial rise. Boost. Global regulatory convergence is now occurring to facilitate widespread adoption. In addition to implementing risk controls and stable reserves, RAUSD is being used as a bridge currency. The goal of all these actions is to promote universal acceptance. Additionally, enterprise-grade custody and client-friendly experience are emphasized as critical commercial components. It is anticipated that the adoption of stable currencies will accelerate regional growth and add trillions of dollars worth of transactions to the chain. It's also important to note that major stablecoin issuers such as Circle are growing their operations in Japan. Circle Japan KK will present the USDC to the general audience. Leading exchanges are already planning to provide the cryptocurrency in the far future, and tomorrow will be no exception. A major participant, stablecoin market, SBI, has a highly positive assessment of Ripple's potential. This is due to the fact that SBI and Ripple Asia earlier established a cooperative partnership to expedite the growth of digital banking and DLT in Australia. This is the cause of the situation. XRP Remit employs XRP as a bridge currency, meaning that